Hi, you're highly welcome to my channel. This is Lovely Moments with me, your one and only Adabugo here. We do things that benefit our lives, add a lot of brightness into our lives. We get it done with and we move away to mind our various busy activities and sweet life. I hope you're having your life sweet wherever you are. Be sure that you're having your life sweet. Make it sweet. If you are not, please talk to me. I'm here for you. I'm sure I will give you one or two tips to make your life more beautiful, brighter and enjoyable. Thank you very much for stopping by, and if this is your first time, you're highly welcome. If you have become a regular, you know that I love you and I appreciate you a lot. Thank you to all my new and old subscribers. You all are the bomb. You all are the one that keep me going. I love you all. Today, I want to tell us something that makes us more considerate as human beings, makes us less judgmental, makes us less condemning, makes us more tolerant. We have all come a long way in our individual journeys of this life. Many things have happened to many of us positively and negatively. But at the end of the day, I believe that all things work out for good. Whatever that happens to us in this life is to make us better. Anything that didn't break you makes you a better person. Based on this backdrop, I want to beg us today, especially if you're in the habit of what I'm about to say today, I want to beg us today to go it easy. Do not judge anybody. I'm not trying to remove the place of sound judgment in maybe in problem settlement or in crisis situations, or when there is frictions between two people. You are called to be a go-between, to be the mediator. I'm not talking about that type of judgment where you must exercise sound mind, soundness of reasoning, hear from both or whatever number of sides there are, put ends together and pass a good judgment that will benefit everybody. That is not the kind of judgment I'm talking about, and that type of judgment is very good. So always exercise that if you are gifted with the ability to intervene in crisis situations, so that you bring about peace among people that are having conflicts. I'm talking about the kind of judgment that from afar, you look at somebody, you decide what you want to decide about their lives, you condemn them and throw them away. But it is not even enough that you condemn them and throw them away. You kind of create bad vibes, bad energy, bad information, bad news about that person, and you spread it abroad even without knowing it. Sometimes we claim we don't know when we do it. But if you check yourself, I'm sure that you know when you are doing it. You know what you are doing. It's just that you're allowing your lesser self to take the order of the day. Today, I want to encourage us to go life easy. Go things easy. Let it go. Do not be the one to sit in judgment and condemnation over somebody, especially given the circumstances and situations or whatever they might have gone through in this life. You're not wearing my shoes. I am not wearing your shoes. It will be foolhardy the way I say it. I will be such a big fool on earth to sit in my house, sit in my room, lie on my bed, sit in my mind, conclude things about you and throw it about, even if there are bits and elements of truth in it. I don't know the full story. I don't know the whole story. Why would I condemn you? Why would I judge you? Why will I discard you? Why will I write you off? Why will I just dismiss you based on what I think, what I conclude, without having come close to you, without having heard from you, without even asked you questions? Maybe I heard something about you, I didn't even ask you about it. I just go ahead in my mind, in my brain, discussing you, condemning you, judging you. And it's not even bad enough that I'm doing that, because that alone destroys my own life, my own sight, my own thinking. But where it becomes more dangerous is that when I'm not in conversation or in communication or relationship with other people, I carry on this same message, this same wrong judgment and conclusions I've made about you, and pass it on as the message or the impression I want to create about you in another person's mind. In my own analysis and understanding, I will be a fool to be doing that. And many of us do that too. You condemn people, you write them off, you judge them without giving them a chance, without even giving yourself a chance to have a better grip, a better understanding of whatever they may be going through. You don't even want to give yourself a chance of opportunity with that person. You don't even want to hear them. Sometimes it's even out of cowardly fear. You think you are being proud by not approaching somebody to ask them certain questions you have heard or known about what is going on in their lives. You sit wherever you are and you are condemning, talking, discussing behind their back. Let me tell you something. Someone told me in those days of growing up, how do I know when I was doing a wrong thing or a bad thing? I know that I'm doing a wrong thing or a bad thing, for instance, if I'm talking bad about somebody, because when somebody enters the room, I suddenly stop. If anything I'm doing and somebody walks into a room or meets me on it and I suddenly stop, not for the sake of privacy, yes, not for the sake of protecting my privacy, but because I'm not comfortable with what I'm doing, because my conscience pricks me that something I'm doing is wrong. That is when I know that what I'm doing is wrong. Those things you discuss about other people, you talk about them. If those people were there in your midst, in your presence, can you comfortably and boldly repeat the same thing? Ask yourself that question. If you can't, consider yourself a gossip. Consider yourself a rumor monger. Consider yourself a low life. You're a lower person indeed. You need to learn how to curtail your mouth, your mind, especially in passing wrong and negative messages and information about other people. It's actually wickedness, but you're actually hurting yourself more. Because check it out, the person you're talking about or trying to ridicule and spoil their reputation may be busy with their life, moving on, but you are there killing yourself with so many wrong information, circling around that muddy understanding you want to have about that person. Why will you give yourself such a difficult task? Instead of minding your own life, creating beauty out of your life, making your life better, you're using your time and energy and other resources to be bringing other people down. What a waste of resources. Remember, blowing out the candle of people around you only throws you into darkness. Think about it. When you see somebody with light and you blow out their light, you throw yourself into darkness. Why don't you if you see something you like in somebody, why don't you get a light? Light your own candle so that both of you will have lighted candles and everywhere will be fully alit. Than for you to start blowing up people's candles just to think you don't want to come out of your darkness. You think you want to throw them into darkness. No, you throw yourself into more darkness. Okay, there is always enough space in the sky for everybody to be a star. Anytime you see and admire things in somebody, try to learn, emulate and upgrade yourself. All fingers are not equal and they will never be equal. God has a reason for creating all of us different. So in summary of today's message, please and please, if you're in the habit of judging people, condemning them, because you don't know the full story of their lives, because of what you heard and what you didn't hear, you're doing yourself a lot of good, a lot of justice. If you remove yourself from that category, live that lower life for other people. Elevate yourself. Be the one that seeks to understand. Be the one that wants to know more before you conclude. Besides, what will it cost you if you keep your mouth shut and mind your own business? So please, based on my personal experience and based on your own personal experience, I am sure you don't want or like it when people are always busy mudslinging other people, especially behind their backs. And at the same time, when they see those people, they want to pretend to be friends. What a hypocrisy. Do not fall into that category. Okay, I know that you are listening to me. You are my friend. You love me. I love you. And you will take good messages that I gave you in this channel. I know you would add it to the wisdom you already have in your brain. Do not fall into that lower life and lower category. Okay, let us all continue to be the best we can be in all we do. Okay, so let life easy. Let it go. Do not be the first to rush in and condemn people, no matter what you think you have seen or what worse you think they have done. You're not wearing their shoes. And as long as you have never heard their story, you don't have any right, no justification whatsoever to sit in judgment of other people or condemn them. Think about it and add it to the wonderful knowledge and wisdom you already have in your life. Remember that I love you so much and I thank you all the time for being here with me. Do have a lovely time. Bye.